director of the company before obtaining a green national registration card. And the court, presided by Principal Resident Magistrate David Samba, has already found him with a case to answer, placing him on his defense. Last time, the court warned that it would issue an arrest warrant against Kambwili for absconding court.
All right, and out of the world of sport, pegged against the continent's best-ranked women's football team, Cameroon, not much did get to fancy the Copper Queens as they defied the odds by qualifying for their first ever Olympics. So 2 seasons ago, no one would have ever imagined that the realization of the dream by Bruce Mwape's Chargers. But fast forward home on home soil in front of a fully packed Nkoloma Stadium, a Mary Mwakapila 18th minute goal and a Helen Mwanga's 40th minute goal were enough to grant Zambia her maiden ticket. The indomitable Lionesses scored a late goal, but it was not enough, meaning that they wait to face Chile in the playoffs for their other sport. Zambia qualified through the away goal rule after the two-legged ended 4-4 on goal aggregate. The 2020 Olympics are expected to run from the 24th of July to August 9th, but the outbreak of the coronavirus, which has claimed so far over 3,000 lives globally, has left the hosting of the quadrennial prestigious event in doubt.
Okay, so they did get to they did get to go ahead, and we've been cheering them on.
Finally, now I can wear my jersey without a doubt.
Well, I mean, hopefully you're gonna jinx us all over again.
I'm gonna have to keep it on. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be a jinx. I think it's always good to have a winning team and to be on the winning side. Yeah, it's the best thing that can happen to any of us.
Alrighty, so for those of you that do get to participate in your foreign exchange, we would like to update you on your money markets. As of end of business yesterday, this is what your money markets are, and we're also going to be getting into the commodity prices for your non-food items and your food items. Here are your money markets.
Alright, so as of close of business yesterday, the US dollar was buying at 15 kwacha 42 ngwe and selling at 15 kwacha 47 ngwe, whilst the Great British Pound was buying at 20 kwacha 10 ngwe and selling at 20 kwacha 17 ngwe. The euro was buying at 17 kwacha 56 ngwe and selling at 17 kwacha 62 ngwe, whilst the South African rand was buying at 96 ngwe and selling at 97 ngwe. So as you get out to do your shopping, these are the prices that you'll be more than likely to face.
Okay, so for your food items this morning, seems we're getting a bit of a technical glitch there.
So commodity prices this morning, as far as your food items are concerned.
There you go. So you can be able to get yourself one loaf of bread going between the prices 8 to 14 kwacha, and one tray of eggs is going between 29 to 39 kwacha, and you can get yourself 1 kg worth of meat between 48 to 56 kwacha. 1 kg of salt is going between 10 and 35 kwacha. You can get yourself 10 kg worth of rice at 165 kwacha, and 5 liters of cooking oil between 115 and 145, and 25 kg worth of milling meal is going at exactly 146. And there's so much change in the milling meal prices. Everybody's just complaining. I think from some prices going even as high as 200 kwacha in certain parts of the country.
Yeah.
For your non-food items this morning, you can be able to get yourself 10 rolls of toilet paper at exactly in between 19 to 80 kwacha, and you can get yourself 3.5 kg worth of washing powder at 157 kwacha, and 2 kg worth of washing powder at 80 kwacha, and 1 kg worth of washing powder at exactly 37 kwacha. And these are your commodity prices for your non-food items and your food items as well. Be sure to consider the fact that certain stores do get to sell these items at different prices depending on where they do get them from, and of course go for the one that is as cheap as you can get.
Exactly, something suitable for your pocket. But as you get out and go about your business, you'd want to know exactly what the weather is like this morning. And Mulenga does have the weather for us this morning. Mulenga?
Wednesday, the 11th of March 2020, we start off with our capital, Lusaka. Lusaka will have a pleasant day with times of clouds and sun, and then will be partly cloudy in the evening, with the highest temperature expected to be at 26 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 18. Cabo will also have a pleasant day with times of clouds and sun, and then partly cloudy in the evenings, with the highest temperature expected to be at 28 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 17. Mansa will have a shower or thunderstorm in spots in the morning, otherwise mostly cloudy and warmer, and then cloudy with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm in the evening, with the highest temperature expected to be at 26 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 19. Livingstone will have a beautiful day with times of clouds and sun, and then will be partly cloudy in the evening, with the highest temperature expected to be at 30 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 19. Choma will have times of clouds and sun during the day, and then increasing clouds in the evening, with the highest temperature expected to be at 27 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 17. Chirundu will have a nice day with times of clouds and sun, and then partly cloudy in the evening, with the highest temperature expected to be at 34 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 22. Solwezi will have a thunder shower in the morning, otherwise cloudy and humid, and then cloudy with a shower or thunderstorm around in the evening, with the highest temperature expected to be at 26 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 18. Zambia will have a shower or thunderstorm in spots in the morning, otherwise warmer with times of clouds and sun, and then cloudy and humid with showers and thunderstorm in the evening, with the highest temperature expected to be at 27 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 19. Kasama will be mostly cloudy with a shower or thunderstorm during the day, and then an evening shower or thunderstorm around, otherwise cloudy, with the highest temperature expected to be at 27 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 18. Mazabuga will have a nice day with sun and clouds, and then partly cloudy in the evening, with the highest temperature expected to be at 29 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 18. Mongo will be cloudy and humid, a thunderstorm in the afternoon, and then partly to mostly cloudy and humid in the evening, with the highest temperature expected to be at 28 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 20. Quito will have a thunder shower in spots in the morning, otherwise cloudy, and then a thunderstorm in the evening, otherwise clouds breaking and humid, with the highest temperature expected to be at 27 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 18. And lastly, Ndola will have times of clouds and sun, and then increasing clouds with the thunderstorm in spots in the evening, with the highest temperature expected to be at 27 and the lowest temperature expected to be at 18 degrees Celsius. That was the Diamond Weather Update for today, Wednesday, the 11th of March 2020. My name is Mlenga Chipambi. Thank you very much.
All right, so that's what the weather looks like today. It seems we haven't been experiencing any rains, and I think we're getting prepared for winter. We're bound to have some cloud cover, and obviously that will mean that it's going to be a little cold today. But this, right about now, we'll be getting into what's been trending socially via social media, and would like for you to follow along with us and just leave us your comments as well as your contributions via our social media pages. Remember that we're Diamond TV Zambia on Facebook and at Diamond TV Zambia on Twitter. And you could go ahead as well and make use of the text line that's scrolling at the bottom of your screens. You could send us your messages as well as your thoughts this morning concerning the various things that we'll be sharing with you this morning. One of the trending subjects has been the coronavirus for the longest period. I think we're going to be discussing this for quite a few more weeks to come. Hopefully not months. We would like for this to be dealt with as soon as possible. But just to give you an update on what's been going on. So as it stands over in Italy, there's been a lockdown amidst, of course, the outbreak of the coronavirus, and which has sparked alarm in the US and various other cases being reported globally as well. So travel is being restricted across Italy from just about Tuesday this week, and public gatherings have been forbidden. We did get to see a ban being instituted on some sporting events. Iran as well did get to report 54 deaths, which is its highest figure since over a 24-hour period. The latest figures from Italy show now that there's 9,172 cases and 463 deaths as well recorded. A sixth person has died in the UK after testing positive for the virus. There are now about 373 confirmed cases in the UK itself. Chinese President Xi Jinping also did get to visit Wuhan for the very first time since the outbreak began. Passengers from the virus hit South Korea have somewhat been slowing down. Lebanon as well did get to record its first ever coronavirus death.
So as you can see, in Italy especially, I think they are still failing to cope with the coronavirus. It has really affected that part of the world, specifically the northern part of Italy. And we have seen that now there has been an increase in the infected, and the number is quite high.
It is very high.
The deaths has risen to 400 plus, and it's very worrying.
It's extremely worrying.
Regardless of them implementing certain measures, it still somewhat keeps infecting so many people and killing even more people.
And it's a lesson for most countries out there that have been just letting their borders get really porous without any proper health checks for people coming from abroad, especially people that are coming from places that seemed to have the outbreak of the virus. So Italy unfortunately was quite careless in the beginning, and we now have gotten to see that they've instituted a lockdown, which is of course a population of about 60 million people. How are you going to manage that? It's really difficult.
It really is difficult, because then you wouldn't know who has it and who doesn't have it. Also, one thing that is very much, I think, commendable is the fact that finally Xi Jinping has gone to the state of Wuhan, and he did get to touch grounds, and he made connection with a few people, and also he did get to talk about what's currently happening in the country. And we have seen now that there has been a slowdown in terms of the infection rate, and also the death toll on its own. It's good to see that finally there's that calm in China, but now this outbreak has shifted from that part of the world
to every other part.
Exactly.
Now the UK has been affected, the United States as well, Italy of course being the most hit in Europe, but fortunately for us, we've gotten to see that we are prepared now for the virus.
That's right. Actually, Zambia has been preparing themselves, and this is all thanks to a few facilities that have been put in place. There is one actually that is being constructed, almost it's at 80% completion, and this one is from a certain district. So over 400 health personnel have also been trained in emergency response in view of the coronavirus. This virus has affected over 80 countries worldwide, and the Zambia National Public Health Institute Director Victor Mkonka did get to mention that the trained personnel are from all districts across the country. They have been training people, and also they have been putting in a few measures, especially from the borders within the country, and one of the borders is the airports. And through the airports, these medical personnel will be there just trying to screen people and ensure that they try to see if anybody has contacted the virus. And also, Lusaka is one of the towns that is at a high risk of contracting the virus, because we have international flights that do come in and out of the country. And earlier we did get to report that nothing was being done about the screening process, but now we have seen that Dr. Mkonka did mention that there are a few facilities that will be put in place, and also a few things that are going to be put in place at the hospital. And he did get to advise the Zambian people to be proactive.
That's right.
And they also need to take care of themselves and just ensure that they are also keeping their hands as clean. And I think for now we are safe.
We are safe. I mean, we haven't reported any cases. We do know that not so far from here, just down south, cases have been reported, and it seems the number has gotten to rise. There were 3 cases reported, now there are 7, and hopefully that's going to be the last of it. So it's really for us just to know exactly what to do when we have symptoms that are similar to those of the virus. I think it's just imperative on each and every one of us to be extra careful in how we handle ourselves, and even just how we handle each other as well, because we do know that the mode of transmission is by touch. All right, so you would want to be very careful
with what you're going to be touching.
With what you're going to be touching.
Let's just talk about also
how you handle yourself if you're going to have a flu. Do not pass it on.
The isolation facilities as well will be able to just have the right equipment, and I also did mention of the districts having these isolation centers, and Mwembeshi is one of the districts that has this isolation center at 80% being complete, and I think it's good to see that we are finally getting to see the government working as fast as they can, because it's become worrisome.
It did become pretty much of a worry because we didn't have facilities to begin with. And now that they're there, I think we can only be glad. There's been a case of a reported suspect of the coronavirus. A patient that is suspected to have a coronavirus that escaped or is considered missing from a Zimbabwean hospital. So I'm hoping they didn't cross over the border into Livingston.
Well, let's
obviously they were detected if they were. But as it stands, is a Thai national that was suspected of having the coronavirus who has since escaped from one of the hospitals in Zimbabwe. So it's unfortunate this happened, and it was reported by the Herald newspaper on Monday. All right, so the outlet in a tweet did get to say that the patient escaped from Wilkins Infectious Disease Hospital, where he was scheduled to undergo the testing. Authorities are still looking for the Thai national, and the escapee is reported to have been referred to the Wilkins Hospital from a local hospital where he had been reported sick. So the facility hosts Zimbabwe's coronavirus isolation center. So I think,
I think he was very much afraid. He didn't want to be paid. But I think
he possibly just exhibited symptoms of flu and
could
stuff.
It could be, and the fact that also he's a Thai national.
Exactly,
because
also, from that part of the world, people just thought, hey, this guy definitely has the coronavirus. We do have people here that of Asian origin, and whenever they're moving around with their masks and everything, we're not used to that kind of thing. So we're like
it made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I remember we also did get to see that man who had it in the bank, and he just I really don't know what it was, but it just I felt uneasy about it.
What was worse for me, and please don't get this wrong, it was the fact that he was black and he was wearing this mask, and I was like, what's going on? Is it already here? But anyway, that's what's going on. I think it's just a preventive measure that most of us should take keen interest in doing, really, because it's for your own safety, it's for your own good, and the safety of others as well.
Yeah, all right. So many Zambian artists have been putting Zambia on the globe, and we have gotten to see some of them. So many of them come up and just do the very most. One of those artists is Samba the Great, and another one also is Chandambao, and he has done something absolutely amazing. So this hip hop artist did get to score another international #1 achievement, and this time we note that Chandambao has taken the top spot on Trace Africa's top 10 hip hop chart with his high energy single featuring Slap D. This one is called Too Much.
Yeah,
I think it's a great song.
It's a great song. I mean, it's an amazing song. Chandambao has been doing the most to push his music. A lot of people feel that he's not talented enough to have to make it, but I have my own reservations towards that. I mean,
he is talented.
He is talented and hardworking. Okay, most of the people that have been coming out and saying that he's not talented are the kind that sitting back on their talent, so they're not doing anything to make people aware of their works as well as their talents. So I mean, he's out there representing Zambia. He's flying our flag high. We should be all in and out in support of anyone that's really doing something remarkable.
I feel that people have so much negativity. They have so many negative sentiments put out there.
Our people have a lot of negativity.
Instead of being in support of every single thing that Zambian artists are doing, they're against it. I don't even know where the problem is.
And I don't know how they expect then for their industries to be better.
It cannot. It cannot. We did get to see him rise to prominence through his single, which is called Money Gang, and of course, they did get to hit the top spot on the charts, not only on local radio but even international radio
as well.
And it should just tell you that this guy is going to be conquering Africa very soon. He just could be the next big thing.
He could be. I mean, he's taking after the likes of Roberto as well. I mean, Roberto has been doing great things. Mumpy, to mention but a few. But so many of our artists, and I think it's only a great thing for us to have to give them the encouragement that they need. People that are out there doing it large and making it big for us is a plus. All right, they're representing you and I that are in the background. So let's always give these people a push. It's always the best thing to do. We'll be taking a short break for now, and when we do get to return, we'll be getting into our international news update just to keep you updated with what's happening around in as far as the world is concerned. So we'll be taking a short break, and we'll be right back after this.
ready to win big? Get into the game for real with a sport betting app shaking Zambia. CastleBet. Visit www.castle.bet to play. Call now or WhatsApp on 0969 966 599. CastleBet offers fast, instant payouts as soon as the final whistle blows. Cash out winnings instantly via MTN or Airtel Mobile Money or FNB ATM. Get into the game wherever you are. In the office, at the bar with friends, or even at home watching TV. Win 800,000 kwacha on any game thanks to the CastleBet app. You can even bet live during the match as you watch the game on TV. Join online in less than 30 seconds by visiting www.castle.bet or call or WhatsApp on 0969 966 599. Mwai wako.
Woi, lilo tikumbula tiboni zona. Woi, mshao kanka mais. Nuna njala ngala pa haiki. Mongali kata tiseo. Aitaulo samba kumanja kulibe. Hey, just space.
Anyway, contravening Cap 7 of hygiene laws. Nkudiasa samba kumanja. The hygiene ya branch. Bad hygiene malpractice. Apa numba dairia. Yala mixta assault pamala. Sinza tima James yamanje sio kwala la monga ya kudala. That's why mfuko Zambia na hygienic soap. Mabere of support.
Please, madam.
Go and hygienics and kurukuta them right now. Hygienic soap is a powerful antibacterial soap with active silver technology formulated to kill 99.9% of germs.
Hygienic soap. You are safe in our hands.
See how it works. I'm a money lender. When someone wants money, they bring collateral. If I'm interested in the collateral, that's where you come in. We steal their money when they fail to pay.
So you don't want to give us the money?
Ow!
Give us the money right now.
No.
Sweat, nipaniko iyo chona wa mtengere iyo. Notice goro. What cut?
Impact yawe, ipange ibiri kutoka tunuine pamo.
Ndebo. Tafita.
Upangiga.
I'm afraid we don't speak that language here. Please speak English.
I said we require a double dosage. 2 bottles of an inhibited kitten vitality thirst-quenching beverage known as Wildcat.
Excited.
Oh, this is a cockroach.
Wanyala.
Toad kaja.
Don't use extreme measures for good skin. Use MediHerb. MediHerb Ayurvedic soap combines the strength of 18 herbs to form the best defense against common skin conditions such as pimples, acne, rashes, and dry skin. Its natural ingredients make it safe for everyday use and is the best option to give you healthy and radiant skin. It's natural, it's fresh, it's Mediherb.
Welcome back to the Diamond Breakfast. It's time now for us to look into what's been making the headlines in as far as international news media is concerned, and we'll kick it off with the BBC. All right, so news on the BBC making it to the headline there. Troops have been sent to New York virus containment zone. We do know that the United States have now recorded quite a number of cases of the coronavirus, and as it stands, of course, the death toll tops about 4,000 plus worldwide, with more than 700 being affected in the United States of America. The coronavirus could the US do what Italy has done? Is another headline there, and just a reminder really of what's going on in Italy. There has been a complete lockdown over in Italy. The whole country is currently under what seems to be a quarantine. 60 million people have been asked not to be moving as much, so their movement is quite limited there. That's what's going on. I don't think the very same thing is going to happen in as far as the United States of America is concerned.
Yeah, well, we haven't really seen an outbreak like Italy over in the United States, so you should just say that they will probably only do it if it gets out of hand.
So one of the other feature stories there is a story of a lady that's gone to meet her son that she thought was dead. So the lady did give a big shout out to the BBC report of an Indonesian mother, Hannah Bodong, who was reunited with her son, who she last saw when he was just about 6 years of age. So it's a great story there. Yeah, terrible thing that he had been separated from his mother for the longest period. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So those are some of the stories that are making the headlines in as far as the BBC is concerned. But we do have more in international news. Let's take a look at what's on the CNN. All right, so the main headline on the CNN reads, virus puts Italy in lockdown, but hope is rising in China. We did get to see the president of China, Xi Jinping, just visiting the city of Wuhan, which was the epicenter of the coronavirus, which tells us that obviously they've done quite a lot to ensure that the risk is reduced drastically for the president to be able to visit this particular city. We do have more on that page as well.
Okay.
All right, so China wants to take a victory lap over the handling of the coronavirus outbreak. Quite a number of countries have been affected now in as far as the coronavirus is concerned. So it's no longer so much of a big concern, a huge concern in China, more a worry for the rest of the world, really, because we've seen so many countries failing to actually tackle this situation.
We did get to see earlier on, I think, when the virus just started out and when the outbreak was first recorded, they did get to build a quarantine facility within a number of days, and it should just tell you that they were very serious about this. And I believe that more countries should take the coronavirus very serious.
Exactly.
We did get to see also the Director General of the World Organization make mention of the fact that regardless of Africa not having any outbreaks, they should be serious about being very respectful of their borders and not just letting anybody in and out of their countries, because you might not know who has it. It's very difficult to tell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's extremely difficult to tell, but we do have more stories on that page as well. Of course, we did get to see that cases of the coronavirus in the United States have doubled in just about 3 days. Infections have hit about 1,000. Japan is also set to enact an emergency measures bill. We did get to see 2 airlines being grounded in the United States as well due to the coronavirus. And Joe Biden did get to win the primaries in Michigan, Mississippi, as well as Missouri. So he's definitely going to be representing the diplomats, the Democrats, really well. he's got their support, full support at this point in time. Yeah. Russia as well. It seems it continues to battle with of course Saudi Arabia in terms of oil. We did get to see that they are waging an oil war, which is a direct attack on the United States as well. All right, so there's so many other stories making the headlines on CNN. A second person has been cured of HIV and still free of active virus in 2 years. So there's great advancement as far as the world of medicine is concerned. Yeah.
A little more focus on COVID-19 now.
That's right.
We have seen that even the HIV isn't so much of a threat.
It's no longer
to anyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We do have, I think, more stories on the ENCA as well.
So locally, in as far as the ENCA is concerned, and by local I mean Africa, because it is out of Africa. The main headline reads, "Flight to repatriate South Africans in Wuhan to take off." The South African government has been doing quite a lot to ensure that its citizens are safe, especially those that are living abroad in China. Quite a number of them have been evacuated.
They have been doing this with so much haste, and I feel that the fact that they have been doing this without taking in the right precautions, and this is why even China fused in certain policies concerning evacuation of their citizens. I think for them, the whole idea was to not want the virus to spread even further.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So now we have
get it to sip out to the rest of the world.
We have seen that South Africa has been evacuating people from Wuhan, and now they have recorded the 7 cases. It's spread in approximately 3 days now.
Yeah, which is what's sad about this situation is the fact that the people that are actually infected did get out not from China but from Italy. All right, so which tells you something about the measures that they had actually put in place. So say for example that there's quite a number of citizens that they took from China that are infected with the coronavirus. The numbers could be even much larger, and I hope that the screening process is going to be done in a very effective way to ensure that the rest of the population does not get affected. We do have more stories on the ENCA as well. All right, so ESCOM as well continue to make the headlines always. They've won a tariff hike court case, which has enabled them to increase their tariffs, something that not so many South Africans are proud and happy about. There's a flight that's been set to leave for repatriation, of course, of South African nationals that are living within the city of Wuhan. The DA's attempt to elect a Shwana mayor has been stalled. So it's going to be a little while before the Shwana mayor is actually installed there in South Africa. Malema as well, and Lozi, as well as in Lozi, are going to go on a trial for assault in June. And there's a feature story there on just how people are coping with stress during the coronavirus outbreak. In London, of course, there's a second patient, who's masculine to be cured of HIV. Yeah, the gentleman that has lived for 2 years without being on antiretroviral treatment, and he seems to be doing fine. I think there's great advancement that has been made in that area, and really hopeful for so many people that are suffering and have been dealing with the HIV virus.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, those are some of the headlines off of your global platforms, the BBC and the ENCA as well. You can be able to catch up with more stories on our Facebook page. It is Diamond TV Zambia. Our Twitter handle is Diamond TV Zambia. And you can also go to Instagram. It is at social. So we're going to get into our feature video, a very interesting one, I think.
Exactly.
And it does concern reading up, it also does concern a certain author.
Chimamanda Ngozi, a wonderful author from Nigeria, and she's mainly talking about how that some stories get to be completely exaggerated or messed up because people do not usually tell two sides of the story, both sides of the story. They'd rather tell the one that they're happy with and give up. So this is our feature video for today.
And for many years afterwards, I would have a desperate desire to taste ginger beer. But that's another story. What this demonstrates, I think, is how impressionable and vulnerable we are in the face of a story, particularly as children. Because all I had read were books in which characters were foreign, I had become convinced that books, by their very nature, had to have foreigners in them, and had to be about things with which I could not personally identify. Now, things changed when I discovered African books. There weren't many of them available, and they weren't quite as easy to find as the foreign books, but because of writers like Chinua Achebe and Kamaralai, I went through a mental shift in my perception of literature. I realized that people like me, girls with skin the color of chocolate, whose kinky hair could not form ponytails, could also exist in literature. I started to write about things I recognized. Now, I loved those American and British books I read. They stirred my imagination, they opened up new worlds for me. But the unintended consequence was that I did not know that people like me could exist in literature. So what the discovery of African writers did for me was this. It saved me from having a single story of what books are. I come from a conventional middle-class Nigerian family. My father was a professor. My mother was an administrator. And so we had, as was the norm, living domestic help who would often come from nearby rural villages. So the year I turned 8, we got a new houseboy. His name was Fide. The only thing my mother told us about him was that his family was very poor. My mother sent yams and rice and old clothes to his family. And when I didn't finish my dinner, my mother would say, "Finish your food. Don't you know people like Fide's family have nothing?" So I felt enormous pity for Fide's family. Then one Saturday, we went to his village to visit. And his mother showed us a beautifully patterned basket made of dyed raffia that his brother had made. I was startled. It had not occurred to me that anybody in his family could actually make something. All I had heard about them was how poor they were, so that it had become impossible for me to see them as anything else but poor. Their poverty was my single story of them. Years later, I thought about this when I left Nigeria to go to university in the United States. I was 19. My American roommate was shocked by me. She asked where I had learned to speak English so well, and was confused when I said that Nigeria happened to have English as its official language. She asked if she could listen to what she called my tribal music, and was consequently very disappointed when I produced my tape of Mariah Carey. She assumed that I did not know how to use a stove. What struck me was this. She had felt sorry for me even before she saw me. Her default position toward me, as an African, was a kind of patronizing, well-meaning pity. My roommate had a single story of Africa, a single story of catastrophe. In this single story, there was no possibility of Africans being similar to her in any way, no possibility of feelings more complex than pity, no possibility of a connection as human equals. I must say that before I went to the US, I didn't consciously identify as African. But in the US, whenever Africa came up, people turned to me, never mind that I knew nothing about places like Namibia. But I did come to embrace this new identity, and in many ways I think of myself now as African, although I still get quite irritable when Africa is referred to as a country, the most recent example being my otherwise wonderful flight from Lagos 2 days ago, in which there was an announcement on the Virgin flight about their charity walk in India, Africa, and other countries. So after I had spent some years in the US as an African, I began to understand my roommate's response to me. If I had not grown up in Nigeria, and if all I knew about Africa were from popular images, I too would think that Africa was a place of beautiful landscapes, beautiful wars, dying of poverty and AIDS, unable and waiting to be saved by a kind white foreigner. I would see Africans in the same way that I, as a child, had seen Fide's family. This single story of Africa ultimately comes, I think, from Western literature. Now, here's a quote from the writing of a London merchant called John Locke, who sailed to West Africa in 1561 and kept a fascinating account of his voyage. After referring to the black Africans as beasts who have no houses, he writes, "They are also people without heads, having their mouths and eyes in their breasts." Now, I've laughed every time I've read this, and one must admire the imagination of John Locke. But what is important about his writing is that it represents the beginning of a tradition of telling African stories in the West, a tradition of sub-Saharan Africa as a place of negatives, of difference, of darkness, of people who, in the words of the wonderful poet Rudyard Kipling, are half-devil.
So that is our feature video right there. It's Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie speaking out on how the world outside Africa is completely ignorant of how advanced Africa currently is. And what did get my attention on that particular video is how her roommate at a certain school that she was attending had absolutely no idea that English is actually one of our major languages here.
Exactly.
It's very interesting.
Most African states, every place that you go to, you can easily speak or converse with someone because the English language is far spread.
It is.
Yeah, so it's quite strange. What's also funny is the fact that most people out there in the West do not even realize that we have advanced in technology here. I think after Black Panther was released, they possibly thought that's what Africa is like, which is not it. It's completely wrong, completely different. We're not so different from them. Yeah.
Okay, so a few text messages off of our Facebook page. We do have one here from Harms Chibumba, who has been complaining about the extensive load shedding periods that Wuchi Township in Quito is currently experiencing. It's really terrible to see that some parts of the country are still going through this phase of load shedding. It should have been done by now. A few parts, especially within the Lusaka, are still being affected.
I think what ZESCO needs to do is just update us on what the current state is. Earlier last year, I think mid to late last year, they did get to release an application that you could use on your phones to check on what your load shedding schedule is. It hasn't been
unfortunately now
this year.
They have not been posting the schedule anymore.
Exactly. We do not know where we stand. We do not know exactly what time power is going to be going out. What time it's going to be restored either. So I think it's only great for them. It's going to be a good thing for them to let us know and let us in on exactly what our load shedding schedules are. It helps you to plan. You get up really early in the morning to get back home only to find there's no power. You can't get prepared and ready for the next day. It's irritating.
It's annoying. It really is, because you obviously want to get a few things done whilst power is still on, but then because you don't have it and you don't even know when it's going to be restored. I was at ZESCO I think last week, and I went and made a huge complaint concerning why we haven't had power for 4 days.
That's right.
And I asked for a schedule, and I'm being told that actually we do not produce any schedules anymore.
That's sad.
Really terrible. In your world of sports, Shibolo did get to play against Cameroon. We did get to speak about this earlier on in our news update. And it's just a story that, because they have made history. This is the first time
definitely have. They're qualifying for the Olympics. Yeah, it's a great big deal.
It really is, and all thanks to the female strikers who just made progress in all of this. So we're very much confident, and you can be overconfident about something, and it still does work in your favor. Everybody's always talking about don't be too confident; it's not going to work.
No, you need it. You need the confidence in order for you to be able to succeed at whatever it is.
Yeah. So they have officially qualified for the Tokyo Olympic Games 2020, and it's good to see that. They are finally going all the way there.
It is definitely an exciting moment, and of course this comes in light also of the fact that we're currently experiencing the coronavirus, especially in parts of Asia. The Olympic Games will be taking place, of course, in Tokyo, Japan, and quite a number of sporting events have gotten to be called off, but fortunately enough, this one would definitely be taking place. The La Liga, French club matches, as well as Barca's Champions League games, were some of the matches that went in dispute. Matches in the top two divisions in Spain as well as France are to be played behind closed doors because of the coronavirus concerns. All right, so there'll be indoor games, no more outdoor. The La Liga did announce its first in its ruling will affect, of course, the next two rounds of fixtures while the French League said fans will be banned until the 15th of April. So La Liga said it acted on guidance from Spain's Ministry of Health, and so did obviously the Italians as well.
Yeah, soccer is a sport of bringing people close together. But I think because of what's happening within Italy, it's high time that a ban has been put in place.
Exactly. And on that sporting note, we're going to leave you. Thank you so much for being tuned in. Remember that we come to your screens every weekday between the hours of 6 and 7. We'll be definitely on your screens tomorrow. And thank you so much for those of you that commented. Unfortunately, we could not read out all your comments. But Hams, hopefully you have gotten your answer, or you will get your answer from Zesco soon. Thank you so much for being tuned in. For myself, Lanjelani Banda.
And Justin Mulenga, you'll be able to catch us again. We'll be with you here tomorrow on Youth Day. We'll be celebrating it together. Have yourselves a pleasant morning.
Have yourselves a pleasant morning. We'll be crossing over to the Red Hot Breakfast.
Milk. I'm supposed to test these three, and I'm supposed to choose which one is better, right?
Milk is milk, I mean.
I think there's a difference.
I think E is best. I'll go with blue. I love it. This is my favorite.
It's sweet.
It's
satisfying, I should say.
makes my throat relax.
More richer. This is how milk is supposed to taste.
That's excellent.
I don't even know the name, but I love it.
Wow, I didn't know it.
Twin cow, no wonder.
Twin cows. Twin cows.
Wow, the packaging is so nice, eh?
Double the cows, double the taste.
Twin cows, yummy.
Twin Cows full cream long life milk. Taste the difference.
Trade Kings, improving lives. Get ready to step it up with GoTV. Step up your entertainment with GoTV.
How does this work? You need to listen to me.
Pay your account now and we'll upgrade you to the next GoTV package. Don't wait. Pay now and step up to more for the whole family.
That's exactly what I want.
GoTV. Live it, love it.
What? Kitchen! Do it! Just one drop of Boom Sparkle Plus with Triple Power formula takes care of everything. One bottle of Boom Sparkle Plus will shine 1,000 dishes. Enriched with lemon and aloe vera. Now that's 1,000 reasons to choose Boom Sparkle Plus. Trade Kings, improving lives.
GoTV brings you more tension, more excitement, and more flair this March. It's top dogs against underdogs in the FA Cup, and as usual, you can never be too sure who to support. Another important game for Real Madrid as they look to secure another 3 points. With all the drama happening around Man City, will they be able to focus on getting the 3 much-needed points? Stay connected to GoTV for more nail-biting moments. GoTV, live it, love it.
Fruits are disappearing everywhere, and reports reaching us indicate that there's a sudden shortage of fruits on the shelves, markets, and on the streets.
Mangoes, pineapples, bananas, guavas, and other fruits have left the shelves here. We don't know what's going on.
Tinasakira mafruits, tinasakira yanaenda mafruits kulibe. Kulichape kandoro. Manya nzakulisha che kandoro.
We refuse to give up on this problem. We are going to find the solution.
We dance till the sunrise. Happiness and love aboard. Here we find paradise. From Cancer to Capricorn. Pick your flavor, fresh and healthy. Tropics is the juice you can savor.
All fruits yearn to become tropics. Introducing Tropics Fruit Juice Blend, a paradise of fruity freshness. Trade Kings, improving lives.
Because we're television reinvented, we want you to watch TV 24/7, even in times when you have no electricity. But that doesn't matter, because the TV is right in your pocket. Get our highly researched, balanced news on the Diamond News Desk at 8. And get our professional and analytical Diamond Insight, an editorial comment on the nation's biggest topics of discussion. Who is responsible for this load shedding? Why is the economy performing badly? Is there really somebody offering checks and balances to the government? Bought off by all these opinions come right out with facts on the Diamond Insight every day at 20:05 hours in the Diamond News Desk at 8. Download the Star Times on app today and get the details of the day's biggest news stories with the best news team. News as it should be, because Dwafichinja.
The last patient being treated for the Ebola virus was discharged on March the 3rd. Let's now listen to a report about East Africa's preparedness for the coronavirus.
Although no cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the East African region, the region remains prepared according to health ministers from the various countries. Yesterday in Ethiopia, the Prime Minister held a meeting with the medical committee that is taking charge of the issues around COVID-19, and he was briefed on the country's preparedness. In Rwanda, we have seen images of hand washing basins in bus stops, and just like in the rest of the region, concentration in that country has been on public hygiene. In of health was by today to begin sending out text messages, mass text messages to Kenyans on what to do to prevent themselves from getting COVID-19. Also in Kenya, one of the private universities that takes in a lot of foreigners, the Catholic University here in Kenya has announced that from the 20th of March it will be closing the face-to-face classes, and instead the university will concentrate on online classes.
Well, on that note, that brings us to the end of the African View.
Join us tomorrow for more on the African View.
Hot station number one for news, and it's 10 minutes gone after 7. Good morning to you, man. Thanks for joining us this morning. You're listening to RHB, hanging out with FPMM. We are just about to get into what's in the news, but there's something very interesting. History was made yesterday when Polo, aka Copa
Japan.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that Zambia hasn't qualified, the football team hasn't qualified to the Olympics since 1988. So it's been 32 years. And I think that we should appreciate the fact that, the ladies have done us proud.
Yeah.
And we are looking forward to go and play at the Olympics.
Really, really exciting. The fact that we made history, the first female side to qualify to the Olympics. I mean, going to Japan in 2020, following a 2-1 home win over Cameroon. I know, Pizzi, you were in the stadium yesterday. Yeah. What was the mood like? It was fun, right?
Awesome, electric. It was electric. I think you should appreciate all the Zambians that turned up and filled up in Coloma Stadium yesterday.
It seemed that it was a Tuesday. It was Wednesday.
It was a Wednesday, and the game was free. You could only pay for VIP seats. They were going for like 50 kwacha. But
Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
Tuesday. So the stadium was free to capacity. The fans came out to support the girls. Little, ticket glitches here and there because of CAF regulations that fans need to adhere to next time when they're going for a free match, is that you need to collect a ticket. But then again, there was a huge delay at the gate. But at halftime, it was free to capacity. The girls turned up. At the end of the day, they were victorious and they made history. Apart from the unfortunate, incidences from the Cameroonian contingent who are busy trying to, bully a few of our ladies and approach them at halftime.
What exactly happened?
So there's this Cameroonian official that stood up angrily. I think he was seated right next to the FAS president.
In the stands?
In the stands. He stood up saying, "You've bought the ref," whatnot.
Making such accusations.
So he went round, you know how Nkoloma is, the VIP stand. He went around to where the girls are going to, the route the girls are going to use to go into the locker room. So we, in the VIP, can see that from behind it, from where we stood.
Yeah.
So as the girls were coming in, Barbara was first out of the dugout to go into the locker room. He single-handedly approached her and started calling her, "You are a man, you are a boy, you can't be playing with girls." And she just walked and ignored him. And he almost put his hands on her.
What?
And we're looking at the stewards like, come on, guys, you can't just allow him to do that.
Like, do something.
Until we had to alert one of the FAS officials. Nothing Chiwempala. He's one of the FAS officials. We alert, the fans alerted him and told him, listen, this guy is harassing the girls this side. And I don't think that's the way you do things. You're down 2-0. Your team is not showing up on the pitch. They're just not showing up. I think you're a sore loser for doing that.
But is he also telling us that he didn't see Barbara playing in Cameroon?
When they were playing in Cameroon.
It's unthinkable, But see, you have to be very careful with football. Officials sometimes can see that their team is not winning today, and therefore they're looking for a case so they can report you to FIFA, so they can, I mean, so that they can be a replay of some sort, so that you are delayed or you are given to play against them at a neutral venue, and maybe they can beat you. So you guys did well not to react, because it would have been a different story today if you did, because they were quickly going to write to CAF or FIFA, and sanctions maybe could have followed them.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we are celebrating with Shipolo Polo heading to the Olympics for the first time since the men's team did so in 1988. So congratulations to the girls. It's 0713, guys. Also, tomorrow is Youth Day. It's a holiday observed to celebrate the youths in society and, of course, our contribution to development. We are the future leaders, right? We must be treated as such. So today's a holiday. I know a conversation has been raised about, Friday as well. Like, should the president declare Friday a holiday so that we can just have like a party after party?
No.
Party after party after. But why?
No.
Look at how this week has panned out. Monday, holiday. Tuesday, we're at work. Wednesday. Okay, so you report for work on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Thursday's a holiday. Then go back to work on Friday.
No.
So why not just declare Friday a holiday?
And you guys would think I'm a party pooper or whatever it is, but guys, this is a country that is struggling with many things.
It's grappling with
the ailing economy. You know what I'm saying?
At least that wasn't obtuse.
So this is a country that is grappling with the ailing economy, and we can't just be having holidays every now and then. 2 holidays in a week.
But let's make it 3.
No, guys.
Let's
if I was the head of state, some of these holidays I would just say, you know what, guys, go to work. We need to work.
Busy. Holiday
Friday.
Holiday on Friday. I'm for holiday on Friday.
I'm for holiday Friday.
Dear Mr. President, let's just
the youth.
Holidays are for the lazy.
I see what you did there.
He didn't do nothing.
You know what, guys? Let's start with what's hot in the news this morning.
Get it here, hear it now. What's hot in the news? The Red Hot Breakfast is powered by Mobile City.
All right, let's take a look at stories that are hot in the news this morning. The Fire Services Union of Zambia is disappointed with suggestions made by Lusaka Province Minister Boman Lusambo that the Equalization Fund should be withdrawn from councils. In a statement, Union General Secretary Clement Mulenga has lamented that firefighters have gone for 6 months without being paid and will not be available to deal with any emergencies in the country. Mr. Mulenga says Mr. Lusambo has hurriedly suggested that the funds be withdrawn from councils without bothering to establish the facts on the ground. The Union General Secretary says Mr. Lusambo should have offered solutions to the challenges the workers are faced with instead of mocking them. Mr. Mulenga has since challenged government to explain if indeed firefighters are essential workers, as it has completely paid a deaf ear to their plight.
That's why we are encouraging that.
All right, so we're looking at stories that are making headlines. Let's go to another story this morning. A consortium of civil society organizations say attacks on renowned constitutional lawyer John Sangwa are characteristic of a shrinking civic space in Zambia. Mr. Sangwa has been attacked by the PF and some CSOs for merely stating that President Edgar Lungu is not eligible to contest the 2021 general elections. In a joint statement, the CSOs are concerned with the attacks on Mr. Sangwa and have shown solidarity with him. The CSOs have stressed that Article 2 of the Constitution of Zambia recognizes that the right of every person to defend the Constitution and places a duty on anyone that feels the Constitution is being overthrown, suspended, or illegally abrogated to defend it. The CSOs have cited the incidences such as cadres disrupting the Law Association of Zambia debate on the Constitution of Zambia Amendment Bill number 10 and increased instances of arrests for social media posts as worrying. The consortium of CSOs include Chapter 1 Foundation, Action Aid, Zambia Alliance for Community Action, and Caritas Zambia.
Another story we're looking at this morning, the Consumer Unity Trust Society has urged government to equitably offload the subsidized maize to millers so that consumers can benefit from reduced prices of mielie meal. CAT's director Chinai Mukumba has emphasized that government should urgently intervene and find solutions to reduce the escalating cost of mielie meal on the market. Ms. Mukumba adds that the poor harvest the country recorded in the previous agriculture season have also contributed to the shortage of maize on the market. She says it is unfortunate that the tripartite agreement that the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Reserve Agency and millers signed does not seem to be working, as evidenced by the skyrocketing prices of milli meal in the country. Now, some parts of the country have been hit with the shortage of milli meal, and the commodity is selling for as high as 220 kwacha where it is available.
Institution, we are aware that there are certain stores that are selling 25 kg bags at 220 kwacha. This is largely as a result of the poor harvest that we had in the previous farming season. The Ministry of Agriculture earlier this year entered into a tripartite arrangement where through the FRA they were providing subsidized maize to selected millers. This has not resolved milli meal for consumers. We therefore urge the Ministry of Agriculture to explore much more equitable ways of distributing the subsidized maize so that consumers are able to benefit from lower prices.
And those are the stories that we have in What's Hot in the News this morning.
Issues to do with milli meal. They say if it's available, it's fetching for over 200 kwacha?
Yes, 220 kwacha.
220 kwacha.
220 kwacha.
That's if it's available.
If it's available, yeah.
Milli meal shortage.
We're back at this conversation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So this started sometime last year. Let's just rewind a little bit. This shortage started sometime last year after a very, very poor rainy season that we experienced, and obviously the country didn't have a proper harvest, but government kept on assuring the nation that we have enough maize stocks to last us till this year's farming or harvest season. Okay, the Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Michael Katambo, did say we have, back in May in 2019, did say that we have enough maize stock to meet the human and industrial requirements until next year's harvest. But obviously we had the Millers Association of Zambia president, Mr. Andrew Chintala, disagreeing with that last year, saying, you can't base your assessment on a crop forecast. At that time, what was happening is that the reality that was on the ground is that there was a short supply of maize to the millers, and that's what the Millers Association of Zambia president, Mr. Andrew Chintala, said back in 2019 in May. And then now we're looking at a new agreement, the tripartite agreement that was signed. That was supposed to reduce the price of milli meal.
Yes, there was that tripartite agreement that was signed. FRA, that was among FRA, the Millers Association, and the Ministry of Agriculture. Yes. It seems like it's not working if prices of milli meal are escalating, and there's a shortage. So what does that say about that tripartite arrangements? I mean, arrangements. Some parts of this country have been hit with a shortage of milli meal, and then of course it's the price has gone high. Yeah. I think we've seen different figures all around, depending on where you are, but it's over 200 kwacha basically.
I think it's double tragedy, if you ask me. First of all, there's a shortage of milli meal. Then the prices have gone up. You understand? It's one thing not to have milli meal, but it's even another to have prices going up. So even when you have a 220 kwacha that they're talking about, which is really overboard peasy.
It's very high.
You understand? There's no milli meal. My questions are very simple to government and maybe the Ministry of Agriculture. What's going on? As of December 2019, we were promised that instead prices of milli meal will go down because they were fetching between 100 and 150 depending on where you are. You understand? We were told by March 2020 we'll reduce it to maybe a 60 kwacha. What is going on? Where are we? Is there a shortage of maize in this country? What's the agreement between the Ministry of Agriculture and the millers? Who's holding on to what?
I think the ministry should be very, very truthful with the nation. They
Yes.
shouldn't be economical with the truth.
Yes.
Starting last year, if the Millers Association of Zambia kept on saying, we don't have enough maize stock, we don't have enough maize stock. And government on the other side kept on saying, we have enough maize stock, we have enough maize stock. But look at where we are right now. It's a point where we don't have milli meal. What does that translate to?
It means that the millers were right.
We're right to start
To
with.
begin
we
with.
don't
Yeah.
have enough maize stock to feed the the demand that's there in the nation.
Yeah.
So the industrial demand, just the domestic demand as well, there are questions there.
Yeah. Well, according to this morning's Daily Mail, the shortage of mealie meal and rising prices will soon be resolved. That's according to the Ministry of Agriculture Permanent Secretary Songowayo Ziambo. Mr. Ziambo has assured that there's enough maize in the country to produce all the required mealie meal until next harvest. So the government is saying that they have enough maize. This is according to the Ministry of Agriculture. And I quote, the Ministry of Agriculture is fully aware with what is happening regarding the supply and pricing of mealie meal. These challenges are being addressed and the situation should harmonize soon. We're in fact remaining with only 5 to 6 weeks before we hit the next harvest, which will start with early maize, which large-scale farmers grew in agreement with the government, he said in an interview. He said the challenges in the supply and pricing of mealie meal are as a result of some administrative constraints identified last week. Okay. Now, a check by the Daily Mail in most parts of the city revealed that the mealie meal is in short supply and prices range between 135 kwacha and 200 kwacha for a 25 kg bag of either roller or breakfast meal. But then last week, Millers Association of Zambia, MAZ, said it is engaging government to devise ways in which the mealie meal shortage in Lusaka and other parts of the country could be averted. Now, President Andrew Chintala said a survey conducted by the association revealed that many shops had run out of the commodity. Last year, government, through the FRA, signed a tripartite agreement with MAZ and grain traders to reduce the cost of mealie meal, which had escalated to about 200 kwacha at the time.
All right, we'll continue looking at these stories right after this.
Mobile Cities Eye Repairs.
Form King boasts itself in being a leading foam manufacturer that has a significant contribution in providing quality guaranteed mattresses and other foam products. We are major suppliers to national institutions such as hospitals, schools, hotels, lodges, and other established wholesale and retail organizations. Form King utilizes only high-quality raw materials sourced from leading suppliers. Our high-quality fabrics are especially made and designed for each of our mattresses and bed ranges. With precision carpentry skills coupled with advanced tech machinery, we are able to meet all your needs. Visit our head office on plot 6300 Kabundi Road off Mumbwa Road. Email sales@formking.com.zm. Call us on +260 211 287652 or 286776. Visit our Ndola office on plot 3084 Nakambala Road. Email us at sales.ndl@formking.com.zm or call us on +260 212 651 130 or 650 158. Visit our website on www.formking.com.zm. Form King, our secret to a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I just washed this. Nalipate fiko ineshifaya fiko etambo fesha boom. Nizonda dotindiye tamene nikondo seveze saboom. Makes your whites much whiter. White school shirts and laundry. Your surface is sparkling brighter. Your number one top stain fighter. Oh yeah, boom. Oh yeah, boom. Introducing Boom House Household Bleach, your new #1 bleach specifically formulated to bring out the whitest whites in your laundry, plus many more uses in your home. Your #1 household bleach. Boom Household Bleach.
Trade Kings, improving lives.
They say every kingdom can exist even without a queen. But these queens say nay. They take pride in wearing their crowns, and they don't need kings to glimmer and glitter like Micah. And just like a Rambo movie, they rip off their sleeves as they feast on various debatable topics that will get you groveling at their feet.
So ladies, are you ready to take our sleeves off? I just don't trust a man. A man is capable of doing anything. Doesn't matter whether you're a baby, whether you're in a school uniform or whatever. A man will rape you, and it has nothing to do with a woman. It has everything to do with a man.
And let's not forget about the Game of Thrones, as they all take each other on in some fun games and get to witness who takes the throne.
Queen Mimi, what attracts you first to laugh?
It's A.
Bow down to your majesties, Tosh, Mimi, and Bombshell, the Queens of Lusaka, every Wednesday and Friday at exactly 10:30 p.m. only on the home of Zed Pop Culture.
Fruits are disappearing everywhere, and reports reaching us indicate that there's a sudden shortage of fruits on the shelves, markets, and on the streets.
Mangoes, pineapples, bananas, guavas, and other fruits have left the shelves here. We don't know what's going on.
Tinasakira mafruit, tinasakira yanaenda mafruit kulibe. Kulichape kandoro. Manya nzaku.
We dance till the sunrise. Happiness and love aboard. Here we find paradise. From Cancer to Capricorn. Pick your flavor, fresh and healthy. Tropics is the juice you can savor.
All fruits yearn to become tropics. Introducing Tropics Fruit Juice Blend, a paradise of fruity freshness.
Tropics is the juice you can savor.
Trade Kings, improving lives.
Zambia is for the Zambians. Only Zambians will develop this nation. And the youth is the backbone of every nation. The youth is the backbone of our economy. The youth is the backbone of the future of this country. Therefore, I want to see a Zambia where the youth is given skills, is educated, is guided, and is empowered.
Are you a Zambian youth aged 18 years and above, and like many, are in need of empowerment opportunities? Now here is your chance with the National Restoration Party, NAREP. The NAREP Youth Empowerment and Job Creation Plan 2020 and beyond invites you to apply. Send an SMS to these numbers. Type your full name, NRC number, your town, village or district, and the type of skill or qualification that you have, or your area of business interest. Opportunities are available in the following areas: business and entrepreneurship, agriculture, energy, mining, information communication technology, media production and film, health and construction. Opportunities are also available for those with skills such as plumbing, tailoring, electrical, mechanics, carpentry, and so many more skills.
There's no need to wait for 2021 to fix it. With NAREP, services to youths start now.
Don't wait for 2021 to get your lifetime achievement. With NAREP, ni so manje. Zambia for Zambians.
Everywhere I go, people wanna know why my dance moves are better. Chimalila nikabwela nikangena yaso, polo yaso, uchaya bwanji yaso. I just let the fun shine.
That shirt you're wearing,
it's brand new.
I like your style. What's that you're drinking?
Sunday, it looks so brand new. Oh, 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 I'm drinking Sunday. Now let the fun shine. Brand new. brand new flavor, brand new taste, brand new. I'm feeling brand new with Sundance.
Feel brand new with Sundance with a fresh new look and new taste. And introducing sparkling new Sundance Passion. Sundance, let the fun shine. Trade Kings, improving lives.
As you get to pipe down your day from breaking a sweat, let Chi-Chi soothe you into a much calmer evening with her never-ending talkative self. Her hilarious gossip will definitely urge you to put the kids to bed early as you get ready to binge watch. She rants on and on and on about what or who is trending.
Right here and now, do you think your brother is better than you?
Yeah.
Let's not forget about her to-die-for shoes that will leave you drooling as your jaw drops in awe. The heels, the trainers, the loafers. Ujimas Chi-Chi. She wraps up your night with her bedtime stories, only that these bedtime stories don't put you to bed, they leave you begging for more.
Never mind about someone's complexion because, let's go with the character and the personality of that person. I kind of regret because he was a good guy.
Tune in to The Wrap Tonight with Chi-Chi every Monday and Tuesday at exactly 10:30 p.m. only on the home of Z Pop Culture.
For those school lunches, for that much-needed break at the office, or just to replenish your energy levels. For that all-day, everyday soothing refreshment, nothing beats the refreshing fruity milkiness of Shake and Sip Fruity Milk. Shake and Sip, when fresh meets fruity.
Trade Kings, improving lives.
This week on Girls Diary, Diana's topic is Books Before Boys.
Hey there! So we're going to be talking about an interesting topic, which is going to be books before boys. So we're going to discuss why school should be your number one priority. We're also going to be discussing the consequences of paying attention to finding a boyfriend and being lazy when it comes to your studies. And lastly, we're going to top it up with an interesting story. Plus, I don't know, but I just feel super cute today. Guilty as charged. Anyway, make sure to catch me on this week's episode of Girls Diary.
Catch Girls Diary this week on Thursday at exactly 18 hours only on the home of Z Pop Culture.
You see, this is an apple. But there's some people out there that will try to convince you that this apple is in fact a banana. But you know the truth. This is not a banana. This is an apple. We've always known it as an apple and it will never be anything else. You see, that's just how fake news works. There's some people out there that would decorate their lies and try to convince you that an apple is in fact a banana by giving you fake news. But there's also some people out there that have got the truth and fact up to the latter. That's who we are. Get the most balanced and verified news on the Diamond News Desk at 8. In fact, if it is not on Diamond TV, then it's unverified news.
Every time I wash clothes, something goes wrong. The clothes are itchy, they are stretched, or completely faded. What am I doing wrong?
You're missing something.
Huh?
Boom Fabric Conditioner is specially formulated to stop your clothes from shrinking, stretching, fading, and fuzz. With fragrance burst technology, Boom Fabric Conditioner gives you a scent that lasts for weeks, keeping clothes fresher for longer. Try Boom Fabric Conditioner for a scent that lasts. Trade Kings, improving lives.
Top Star. Enjoy digital life. Continue to feel the moments of winning with the Europa League. It's the first leg of the round of 16. Will Lukaku maintain his impressive scoring for Milan? Or will Rashford rise to the occasion for Manchester United? Then stay tuned to Top Star for the answer. Watch Manchester United as they play away to LASK on Thursday, 12th March at 19:55, live and exclusive to World Football on Topstar. Wind up your Europa week on the same day and catch the in-form Inter Milan as they host Getafe FC at 22 hours, also live and exclusive on World Football. Subscribe now and watch football legends in action. Subscribe now and witness the battle of the greatest teams. Topstar. Enjoy digital life.
How you want it to sound?
Yeah, devalazo, dekukonka hali iyo mwanji na labo mfefai +1 dekusokolola ube +1 +1 dekusokolola ube +1 +1 dekusokolola ube +1 Baba ube +1 umukashi wa kumpisha apatali. Yes, none other than you ichikali. Milandole chef yo, I ain't going nowhere without you. Get it up at our tennis statue. Yeah, fika kuba fyashindei bomba. Nabashala bonsi chapa nimba bomba. Nangudin koko, the early bird gets the worm. Don't let shop a baby girl, we can make it work. Will I ever leave you? Nah. Mutima wanji wobe, ani, njikatisha. Nikutema mufya pula muchipimo. Dolela tiny, shila tampa lo kuchila mwebalazo. Dekukonka, hali iyo mwanji na labo mfefai +1 dekusokolola ube +1 dekusokolola ube +1 dekusokolola ube +1 Baba ube. I keep tossing and turning kabeti. Kiss that I got spaghetti. Drove me insane, I swear I went Z-ish. The thoughts would drive me crazy. Walimpenya kale kale and it's so cool. Takuli fya my house chores when I come through. Mwante mo touch on that melanin brew. The kung fu energy nkufonga tulitu. Ninkalabane vya busali. Ninkufila 10-0 kwa tibufi. I still can't believe that you right in front of me. So, no wasting time, I wanna seal this. Devalazo, dekukonka hali iyo mwanji na labo mfefai +1 dekusokolola ube +1 dekusokolola ube +1 dekusokolola ube +1 Baba ube devalazo, dekukonka hali iyo mwanji na labo mfefai +1 dekusokolola ube +1 dekusokolola ube +1 dekusokolola ube +1 Baba ube +1 6 sounds good teller atapa ni good teller ukutemenwe Fresh boy music
I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. I don't care if they know the truth about how much I care for you. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. There's nothing I wouldn't do.
Show some love to your fabrics with Boom Bubble Plus washing powder with powerful dirt-fighting enzymes and special color protection. Whiter whites and brighter colors. Fabrics love Boom.
Welcome to MBET Perfect 12 Jackpot. Welcome to our community of fun and lucky winners. Play anytime, only 12 prediction, anywhere, easily on your mobile phone. The only daily jackpot that grows every day.
Hello.
Hello?
This is MBET. Congratulations, and you're a winner today.
Yeah! We love Perfect 12. We are MBET. Get your bonus on www.m-bet.com/ZM. Pay easily with MTN Mobile Money, Airtel Money, and Zamtel Kwacha.
Jones, how's the weather?
Rather warm, isn't it?
The boys will fix it. When? It's better, eh? Mufak any more ice. Ice, fast. It's better, huh? Cotton. This is better. tumbuyiseni mumanzi.
It's better.
Yeah.
It's better.
It's better.
Red Rock Cola.
Kings, improving lives.
Coming soon to Diamond TV, Clergy's Music, a show that lets you get to know the clergy on a different level.
My greatest desire was to be a military personnel.
On this show, the clergy lets you know which music videos are on their top 5 list. You will get to know them up close and personal and get to see a different light as they walk you through their usual hangout spots and what interesting things they do away from the pulpit.
Amazing, I'm actually a movie guy. Now, I love movies because I love the creative process.
It is simply the other side of the clergy that you didn't know existed. Clergy's Music, only on the home of Z-Pop culture.
Woi, lilo tikombo tiboni zona. Woi, bisho kanka mais. Nona njala ngala pa haidli. Mongali kata tizeo. Andao yo samba kumanja kulibe. Hygienic Spanish.
Imwe, contravening Cap 7 of hygiene laws. Mkudiasa samba kumanja. Je hygiene ya branch. Bad hygiene malpractice. Apa nomba diarrhea. Yala michita assault pamala. Simzati majems ya manje sio pala la monga ya kudala. That's why mfunko sambila na hygienic soap. Mabera you. Officer Pompi.
Go please, madam.
Go and hygienics and kurukuta them right now.
Hygienic soap is a powerful antibacterial soap with active silver technology formulated to kill 99.9% of germs.
Hygienic soap. You are safe in our hands.
Get ready to step it up with GoTV. Step up your entertainment with GoTV.
How does this work? You need to listen to me.
Pay your account now and we'll upgrade you to the next GoTV package. Don't wait. Pay now and step up to more for the whole family.
That's exactly what I want.
GoTV. Live it, love it.
Good morning, welcome to the Milk Kid Farm.
It's a happy day, let's have some fun. We'll start with the kids to the pretty girls.
Then pour the milk,
the flavors up, and this is how
Milk It gets done. Milk It is a milkshake made with love and fun. Milk It! The fun in how we make it. We blend it and we shake it until we get it done.
Hey! Chocolate and vanilla, strawberry and banana, enjoy in every sip. Milk It!
So when you want a milkshake with taste that you won't forget, go and grab Milk It.
Pick your favorite flavor from chocolate, vanilla, strawberry and banana and taste the joy in every sip. Milk It Milkshake, the shake that moves. Trade Kings, improving lives.
This week on Girls Diary, Diana's topic is books before boys.
Hey there! So we're going to be talking about an interesting topic, which is going to be
books before boys. So we're going to discuss why school should be your number one priority. We're also going to be discussing the consequences of paying attention to finding a boyfriend and being lazy when it comes to your studies. And lastly, we're going to top it up with an interesting story. Plus, I don't know, but I just feel super cute today. Guilty as charged. Anyway, make sure to catch me on this week's episode of Girls Diary.
Catch Girls Diary this week on Thursday at exactly 18 hours only on the home of Z Pop Culture.
Hey kids! Mommy, did you get them?
Get what?
Documents for Grandpa.
Sweetheart, of course I did. Okay kids, come on. Let's wrap it up nicely before Grandpa gets here.
Where are my grandkids?
Grandpa!
Chimwine Firimu.
Grandpa, we have a gift for you.
Ooh, a gift for me. And what is it, my dear?
It's brown.
Oh, brown.
It's crunchy.
Ah, crunchy.
And it's so creamy.
Creamy.
And it has your favorite oats. Delicious.
I like it already.
Open it, Grandpa.
Ah, chocolate milk, my favorite.
Do you think Grandpa managed to chew the chocolate? Does chocolate melt in your mouth?
Introducing Chelsea Choc Melts, the delicious melt-in-your-mouth chocolate cream oat biscuits from Chelsea. Trade Kings, improving lives.
See how it works. I'm a money lender. When someone wants money, they bring collateral. If I'm interested in the collateral, that's where you come in. We steal their money when they fail to pay.
So you don't want to give us the money?
Ow!
Give us the money right now.
No.
Dare you stop in the middle of nowhere? Yet you know I've got an appointment.
Njota boss. Imozi chabe mojo. Njota chabe wali just.
No, but it's like a chove in inchudi demo.
You can't understand. Nigwa matendo kwa zungu. Ngati sinama mojo nichita so. So nifuna koloka mozi chabe msitako. Okulisa nipase kwa one.
Difficult ndiwe.
Iwe chibuda nileke iwe nipase iyo orange. Orange. Boss, muliko na chigumu.
Na itompiga mojo.
Diamond TV, television reinvented.
Calendar music promotion. Yeah. Yo boy, yo mobs. Dopest, freshest name in the game, ladies and gentlemen. And we can't mark it too. Yo Stash, turn me up one more time. Take over. Chinikanga kuiba lako mami kapena balisiye chabe soche I think ni mutima wako mami oyo nice the care with the body unexplainable feeding na life yanga uipasa meaning nobody ever meant what you meant to me plus maybe be my ex they all dead to me na bavyasha bakuchonga bige I found me a real wife tebali abasuma fe